Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. And I'm a little under the weather, so it's going to be a shorter version of this program today. But we are in Exodus chapter 5. And remember, Moses and Aaron have gone to Pharaoh and said, "We want to go out into the desert and sacrifice." And Pharaoh said, "No, I'm not letting you go. Matter of fact, I'm going to make things harder for you." And now they had to make the bricks without straw. So they got beaten because they couldn't make as many. And they complained to Moses. Well, now after they complained to Moses, here's where we are in verse 22 of chapter 5. Moses returned to the Lord and said, "O Lord, why have you brought trouble upon this people? Is this why you sent me? Ever since I went to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has brought trouble upon this people, and you have not rescued your people at all." Now, the thing I appreciate about Moses just tells God what he's really thinking. And, God's okay with that. We can cry out to God. We can offer our complaint to God. Now, hopefully, we don't stay there. Okay, we can't just do nothing but complain to God. We have to eventually get to the point of accepting what God has done for us. But this is where Moses is at. He's upset because it looks like the opposite of what was supposed to happen happened. But remember, see, Moses apparently didn't listen real good, because God had told Moses, okay, Pharaoh's not going to listen. You're going to go to him over and over and over, and he's not going to listen. Well, God had told Moses that, but I don't know if Moses forgot that or what. Well, let me tell you something God has told us. He's told us that in this life we're going to have trouble. He's told us that if we try to do the right thing, we're going to be an enemy of Satan, and things are going to go hard for us. He's told us when we try to do the right thing, even the people that we love will turn their backs on us and betray us and say all kinds of things against us, because if they did it to Jesus and we're his followers, they're going to do it to us too. So it should never, ever surprise us when we go through hard times. That's what we should expect. It should surprise us, frankly, when we occasionally have seasons where things are going well. It shouldn't surprise us too much, because God is a gracious God. However, we should never get surprised by trouble. God has promised trouble, just like God promised Moses there was going to be trouble. But I think sometimes we think it's all going to be smooth and easy. Well, it wasn't, and that's what Moses is talking about. But I told you this was going to be a shorter edition of Take 5, and that's all we're going to do for today. So just realize, if you get some trouble today, it's okay. God's still working. God's plan is going to come about in his time. All right? Hey, I love you so much. Thank you for getting up and watching this program, and I'll see you tomorrow. Pray for me too, because you can tell I don't feel well. But we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, on the next edition of Take 5.